I played 20 years in the National Football League and retired for good. And I think the third time I retired. And the high school that I worked out at when ESPN would always be down and covering the Willie here won't he play was Oak Grove High School in Hattiesburg. And the head coach at the time was a guy named Neville Barr, who actually is here today. But after I'd retired for good, he said, I want you to be my offensive coordinator. And he said, I think it was $3,500. He said, well, we'll pay you $3,500. Sign me up. As you know, high school football coaches make a ton. But the reason I coached with him was the way he treated the guys. My dad, when I played, and my brother played, and my other brother played, it was a different era. An era where you got picked on a bunch. And there's the guy that's never going to make it, loves being out there, will do anything you ask him to do. Unfortunately, he doesn't know right from left, or he can't run an out route without falling down. And how do you treat that kid? You know, how do you treat that kid? Do you pick on him? And then what happens when you pick on him as an adult or the head coach or a coach, period? Then the other players pick on him. And you're doing nothing for that kid, but making him feel even lower. And so I didn't, you know, Neville would never do that, never do that. And I never saw a coach command respect. We had, I'll tell you how many we had. We had 108 players dress out. And I remember the question was posed to Neville, we got to cut somebody. We you know, running out of numbers. And he said, we ain't cutting nobody. Everybody makes his team. And everybody will get to dress. Maybe not every game, but all these kids will get to experience what it's like on Friday night. And in a lot of cases, they got to play, which was sort of interesting. We'd be up 35-0. Neville would walk down and he'd look at the kid and he'd say, get ready, you're going in. He's, you know, gave him a chance, Sometimes you were like, I'm glad the kid didn't go in. He's 5'1", 96 pounds, middle linebacker. His mom's going, but he loved being on the team. And that's what Neville, the atmosphere was great. Everyone was treated the same. Everyone had to practice, you know, I mean, it was just a great atmosphere, and that's what I loved about it, and that's why I wanted to be a part of it.